Howdy. You see how relaxed and reclined I am? This is our daily life in the RV. You see this coffee maker? I've had it about 16 years. Cost me about 50 bucks and makes absolutely the best coffee that you could ever have. I love it. As soon as we get through with that, we get ready, feed Samantha, get ready to take her out, and then she's ready to go to the patio. She knows it's time to do that when Dad asks her where his hat is. Well, after Sam gets through on the patio, we shower up and get our day started. And after you get your chores done of a morning, you get yourself together and go out and explore a little bit and find something to do. Right now, I'm sitting in a parking lot of Fry's grocery store. Donna's cashing in the lottery ticket that we scratched off, won 30 bucks on. And after that, why, we'll just find something else to do. And I'll tell you what, every city you're in is so different and so beautiful most of the time that you look forward to these little excursions. Okay, we just left Fry's and I've decided to drive over and get a new SD card for my camera. The other one is completely full, so I need something with a little more space to it, maybe 10 or 12 gigs, and so we can put more things in there. We're going to be taking a drive out through the country a little bit later, and that'll be shown to you later on, but for now, why, we just need to run over and pick that up and get things squared away. The wonderful part about it is, folks, that you can just do whatever you want to do. You're retired, you got your home on wheels, and away you go. There's just never a problem of picking things up that you need, and it's just a wonderful way to be. There really is a lot to do. We were in Maine one time, and my wife and I joined aerobics, water aerobics, and I was the only man there, all old folks, but we had a good time. So you can do anything you want. Living in an RV, the time's yours. Routine in an RV, there's never really a routine. The only routine that you have in an RV is if you make it yourself. And being in an RV is no different than taking your family to a state park and camping, except in an RV you've got all the necessities. You've got air conditioning, microwave, heater, all the rest of it. An RV is just like camping to having your family out 365 days a year. You're on vacation all the time. And when you're parked and not moving, if you stay a month or the entire winter, the cost of rent and electricity normally, depending on where you stay, and of course that's your choice, but it's usually no more than gas and maintenance that you'd have if you drove every day. So it all balances out. If you get bored and the weather's nice, you go explore. There's always something new to see. And it doesn't have to be expensive because you're already at your destination. You just go here and go there. Zoos, we found, are pretty expensive, maybe 20 bucks a head, but that depends on how fat your wallet is and what you want to do. Now, when you're traveling in an RV, and you guys that have these RVs and travel know this, if you get tired, you just stop and take a nap. If you are driving along and the scenery is beautiful, you just pull over and take a nap, or take pictures, or look and see what you want to do. Breakfast, when we're traveling, we stop and when we get up of a morning, we put the coffee on, take a quick shower because there's a limited amount of water, and eat anything we want. Our refrigerator is always full. At lunch, we have usually a half a sandwich and something to drink, and maybe a chip or two. And the distance drive. Some days we drive, oh, I don't know, what, honey, 100 miles sometimes, and other days we'll drive 300 miles. We pull over, stop, get out, and We just don't sit in the RV. Depending on where you are, we'll get the chairs out and let the awning out, sit under the awning, and this we really like to do. There's times when we want to cook something in the crock pot. We set the crock pot in the sink, plug it in, and cook dinner right there in the crock pot. Run the generator. The generator will run for 3 or 4 hours, and I don't know, depending on how big your generator is. Ours uses about less than a half a gallon of fuel an hour to run that generator. So it's just all what you want to do. The downside of living in an RV, if there is one, you have less room in an RV than you have in a house. On the other hand, the upside to the downside is it's a whole lot easier to clean, which my wife and I both like. So it's just all a question of what you want to do, where you want to go, whether or not you want to work together, and it all works out. The scenery is always beautiful. If we're driving east, say, and we get a weather report on a radio, and most of your RVs will have a weather button, and we get a weather report on the radio that it's storming, maybe 100 or 150 miles up the road, and it's severe. We just turn and go north. So it's just a wonderful way to live, and we enjoy it very much. We've been doing it for a very long time. 2 ice cream cones, please. Well, just to keep on the good side of my wife, I stopped and bought her a really nice ice cream cone. Okay guys, the day's about over. We're back from being out running around all day. We're going to fire up the grill directly and get that going, have a nice supper, probably rent a red box movie, and just enjoy a nice quiet evening at home. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for subscribing. As you can see, day-to-day life in an RV changes every single day. There can never be a dull moment, or you can sit there and just bore yourself to death.